Hello everyone and welcome to end of July A&S Investments Entropia video. Today we'll be going over the business proceedings of the month and also a little bit of news concerning Entropia's upgrade to the blockchain, which is happening next year. Alright, so this month, we went pretty good, pretty average overall. Sold amps, materials, stuff. Done a little bit of hunting. Hunted Longtooth for one token gun. Got a pretty fair return out of Mindark. Got a pretty fair return overall, really, this month. It wasn't too bad. Last month was horrible. This month was a bit better. And one thing that I did like to see was that my LAMP 28 and 33 percentage broke the 98% mark. 73,000 pets spent, 98% return. That's what we want to see. We want to see items up near the 98 to 99 to even, dare I say, 100% return. And if you're going to tax us on the components and the ores people have to pay MU on, surely the items can be closer to 100%, which is how it should be. So that's good to see anyway. It's a positive thing. A lot of the other percentages haven't really changed, but it's sort of starting to look better. I'm happier than I was. We have officially broken the 250,000 USD mark on our investment. 2.5 million there, just hit this month, I think. Our returns at 92.28%, which is, as I've said before, steadily and slowly climbing. And yeah, so no complaints there. Everything's as per normal. Mining's at 94.47%. Mining's been pretty good. I've stuck to the TerraMaster 4 and the unlimited level 1 amp, and it seems to be a very good combo. I barely get any Listerium and oil. I get some good markup materials mostly when I mine, probably due to skills and equipment, just like they say it does. So yeah, not really picking on their gameplay as such as what I'm just about to mention about news articles that have been released. So first I want to pick on the egg, the Entropia NFT egg, this fucker here, these. Now guys, they really need to look at what they're doing here. They're going to sell these eggs for a large amount of money. There's only 5 of them. I thought there was 5 types and they're going to sell more, but they're only going to sell 5. From what I understand in all this information. My problem is some of the math doesn't work out in the affiliate program. So if you look here, they are saying that the egg is going to pay Entropians, the egg holder, 10%. Right here, says here. See this 2 lines here? 2.5 lines here. Each of the 5 NFT eggs will provide the holder with the opportunity to become an Entropia Universe affiliate and earn 10% rewards for any Entropia Universe avatar account recruited. How are they going to pay them the 10% on their earnings when in this news article they tell us they're going to give us 98%? Where's the 10% coming from? Now, a lot of you know that we don't get 96 and 97 and 98%, but maybe hunters at a really high level do. I don't know. I'm not a hunter, really. I'm only a low-level hunter. I only craft and mine. So as far as crafting and mining goes, we're on about 92%. Even at 92%, they don't have 10% to give to an affiliate partner. So that's one of my major concerns about the news and information that has been released about this egg. And for those of you that think that Mindark's just upgrading from their graphics, no. This game is getting put on the blockchain. Upon blockchain integration and conversion to the Unreal Engine, blockchain integration right there. So it will be a blockchain game as of May next year. Right? All revenue payouts will be automated through the Ethereum network. So what I'm saying to you guys is, if you're going to play Entropia for 5 more years or 10 more years, if Ethereum goes back down, probably wouldn't be a bad idea to grab some for yourself. You might save yourself some money later on. The Ethereum, don't get me wrong, the Ethereum network's going to proof of work away from proof of stake. It is by no means being diminished. Polygon, which is a really good network, is on the Ethereum network. It's just the layer 2 above it. It still runs on Ethereum. So, Ethereum is the way the Minducks decided to go as well. Because the engine network's obviously a layer 2 on Ethereum as well. So, but there we have it. Blockchain game. Why do I think it's going to happen in a year? Why do I think it's going to be started to be implemented in a year? Well, I've got this news article here that says, in about a year, and we all know about is a big word. It is not a solid word, but let's just say they would say in about 3 years, not a year, if they were going to take 5 years. So if they say in about a year, they've already shown us pictures of the landscape. Look, I'm a beginning Unreal Engine 5 developer. This isn't hard to do. These photos aren't hard to get going. You can create a landscape in Unreal Engine 5 really fast, making the rocks look that real. You don't have to texture every rock. You don't have to make the meshes in Maya anymore. You don't have to give them physical capabilities. It does it all for you. You just have to pull strings from one box to another. This is easy to do. Making a landscape like this is actually not that hard, and to have a character running across it, not that hard. So, game programming is not like it was back in the day. It's a lot easier. So let's stay on this page for a second and understand what's happening in this game in the future. The first thing you got to understand is it's not going to be Entropia anymore. They've called it right here in Odyssey. Odyssey is going to be the new name of the game, not Entropia. Or it's going to be called Entropia and Odyssey is going to be the world and not Calypso. Well, they just sold the Calypso egg and they're selling the eggs to all the planets. So all the planets are staying. We know that. So this must mean that the game's going to be called Odyssey, or the universe we live in is going to be called Odyssey. Either way, that's what they've put on their webpage right here. Now, a living world, blah, blah, blah. I'm really excited about this. It's fantastic. This is the way I wanted Minduck to go. This was the best way to keep up with current times and still be a leader in their field. Don't get me wrong. I really commend them for doing this. This is fantastic. But the thing about it is I'm worried about a couple of things. Probably the first one, and this isn't a worry of mine, this is a worry of people that own ships, interplanetary jump gates, right there. So no more daily walks for the Cronin. People are just going to just fly up to a jump gate and use it like an Eve. Any of you guys played Eve before? That's what you use an Eve, a jump gate. It doesn't cost you anything. You just approach it and use it. And it jumps you to another universe within seconds. So interplanetary jump gates means they're going to either have to find a different use for the large ships that they've got, which they probably will. You can go out in a ship and kill aliens. So who knows? They might even let you mine in them. They could go a heap of different directions with ships, so I wouldn't be too concerned. I'm just saying that for plebs like us that want to jump to planets to mine or hunt, we're going to have jump gates. And I think this is a really good thing. And I don't think ship owners should be that worried. Because down here, this is another thing that convinces me we're moving to another universe. Relative value of items from Entropia to be kept. So, what does that mean for people like me that have bank loads of stuff on day of conversion? Blueprints that I've bothered to spend years accumulating and getting to QR100. Are they going to be worthless? Is there going to be no blueprints? We don't know. We hope that account holders like me and a lot of yous who have put years into building this business with blueprints and stuff get something on the other end. And we don't know how they're going to do that, but they have said that they are going to make in about a year, we aim to have a fully playable part of the world close to final visuals, core functionality and mechanics, enabling us to lay the foundations and gather your valuable feedback. Guys, when this happens, any of you that play the game, you really need to give them the feedback. We need to shape that new universe and make sure that it's, remember the word fair. You're going to make sure that it's fair. Fair to them and us. I'm not expecting anyone to do anything for nothing, but I'm not expecting to be robbed either. So, you know, I understand the need for profit. I've run business for a long time. But you've also got to look after your customers, and having disgruntled customers is not a positive business portfolio move. You know, hey, at the end of the day, you need players to play the game. It's not going to play itself and make its own profit. And happy players are spenders. Just saying. All right. So, user revenue from interactions with user-created content, blah, blah, blah. This is what I was racking on about the last couple of videos. Talent tree, visualize skill and professions with the potential to customize towards your play style together with gear. Potential to customize towards your play style. I've read over this sentence a few times now. Potential to customize towards your play style means, it doesn't mean, but it could. It's not going to be the same skill tree. It's not going to be the same skill system. I'm really, really hoping that we get a skill point reset and we get to allocate under the new system. That would be great. For people like a lot of you players out there have hundreds of thousands of skill points. How good would it be to first learn the new system, learn the ins and outs of it, get as much information as you can, and then just plow your skill points towards what you want. Me personally, I'd probably take all of my hunting skill points out and pour them all into crafting and mining. That's what I'd probably do. Let my hunting skill points go down to zero. I really don't care whether I can shoot things or not. But who knows? I might need hunting skills just to mine. Very exciting. Very exciting. Anyway, these are a few pages that are worth looking at, you know. It's exciting. This was released in May 10, 22. You know, we get to May 10, 2023. They said a year. Let's just say sometime next year. But what we got to understand is that there is a 20-year anniversary coming up at the same time. So, marketing-wise, what would you do? Have a 20-year anniversary and release the moon that they're going to have? Playable moon? I'm not saying the full game. If you could at least release the playable moon on the 20th year anniversary, have an event up there, yeah? And give some cool new NFT rewards, you know? I've got no doubt that Mindark's been buying the dip on Ethereum for a year or two already now. If they haven't, they're crazy. Because, you know, if the game's going to run on that, and most people are going to start paying in cryptocurrencies. Look, I don't know whether they've made bank transfers harder to try to get people to pay in cryptocurrencies, or the banking system in general in the world has changed, which I think it has. You know, I've been having problems with my bank with overseas money in the last couple of years compared to before. It's gotten harder, and maybe it's nothing to do with Mindark. It's just the banks turning into pricks because they don't like the evolution of money. But anyway, I've always believed in cryptocurrency, guys, because the thing about it is, the thing that's watering down the current currency system is things like interest and counterfeiting. They're the two biggest problems. Now, you might think, oh, what? So some guy's got a counterfeiting machine in his backyard and he's printing off 10 grand a year. That's not going to affect the economy. I'm sorry, it's not like that. I don't have the stats pulled up on a page at the moment, but they're getting better at it. And they're not printing $10,000. They're printing hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they are watering down money. And if you counterfeit for 70 years, 80 years, 100 years, has money been out for 100 years? Yes, it has. Counterfeiting probably started the day money was decoupled from gold. We don't know. And that first happened in 1933 or something. So, yeah, we're getting close on 100 years since that happened. So, That's a contributor to inflation because you're getting money that wasn't in the system before that's now in the system. And people living beyond their means contributes to inflation. So if a person can't afford to do their food shopping with $500 and they've got a $500 credit card and they can't afford to pay that off in the month, there's 20% on top of their shop. So they're not paying $500 for their shopping. They're paying $600. You know, they're spending more money and the banks are getting that money. They need to get rid of credit cards altogether and fuck them off and stop letting people live beyond their mean. But, you know, some people like their credit cards, so I'm not going to comment too much on that. But anyway, I reckon they should go, or they should be a lower percent rate, whatever. So yeah, look, there's my world views. There's my Entropia views. And, you know, the MindUp website doesn't have really much. They've got this picture here. They've got a little bit of blah there, metaverse blab there, a bit of hiring and stuff. The MindUp website itself is actually quite low on information. You know, they put a little bit in here for Entropia, but they sort of let this web page here do most of the talking, if you know what I mean. It's as if Entropia and MindUp are two different companies. But, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it all goes. But, look, I'm going to wrap it up there. I've given you guys a rundown of the business. I've done a little bit of news. You know, I thought I'd just put in a little bit of news about all this egg stuff and this blockchain stuff because it is starting to, more news is coming out, more information slowly coming out. And be prepared for the conversion in a few months' time or a year's time. It's going to happen. And it's going to be hopefully fantastic. All right, guys, that's me for the month. As per normal, come and collect your money on the 5th. And I will see you at the end of next month. Easy game.